starting work. So we've gone through the process of finding the work we want, landing the work, getting their commitment, and now it's time to actually start executing on the work. Now I realize most of you are probably more comfortable with this stage, and it makes more sense because you've done the type of work that you're bidding on. But I still want to share some tips with you about this, and one is to get the relationship off to a really strong start. So you want to hit any deliverables and deadlines. Remember those milestones we were talking about. You want to hit them and even get them done a little bit early. So here's an example, maybe of a programming and some design milestones from a freelancing job, and you want to make sure that you hit these milestones in the time frame that's associated with them. We don't see the date here, but these are milestones that you want to hit. So you want to make sure you hit those. That's going to incredibly boost the trust that your employer has in you, and get them excited about you. And don't be surprised if then that opens extra opportunities. Your best opportunities for more freelance work is with the people you're currently working with, or people that you've recently worked with and worked for. So nail the work. I mean, it's the right thing to do anyway, but some good things may follow from that for you. And another tip I have that will help with that as well is, insist on meetings and discussion. Be big on communication, especially at the very beginning while you're getting to know each other. You don't ever want to look like you're hiding from them. That you're falling behind in the work, you're not sharing them with them what you do. You just don't want, even if that's not what's happening, you want to make sure that it doesn't appear that way. Remember, these people are investing in you, and some of them may be investing significantly, and it might be hurting them a little bit financially. They're taking a risk, so make them feel really good about you. And they may or may not want to have face-to-face meetings, but you could send them an end-of-day email report just on the 2 or 3 or 4 items that you've worked on, the progress that you're making. Throw in a couple questions there. You got to think about the psychology of this relationship, and you're doing freelance work in almost every case. You're not in the same location. There's not going to be an opportunity to physically meet. And so these things become even more important. And I want to share with you an example of my own work where I was brought in by a company initially for a 1-month period, and that was 6 months ago. And I would attribute some of these best practices that I worked with them on to them just keeping me on month after month after month, and always being able to depend on me, and so they had work for me to do. So you should always be looking for opportunities. You don't want to be too aggressive on that, but just sharing your recommendations and your input could very well lead to new opportunities. So so just some advice here on getting started and how to really make them feel good about hiring you, and even open additional doors for financial opportunity and work opportunity for you.